5 years. I have been in Jamaica for 5 years consistently, and I still cannot get used to these things. So I'm gonna share it with you guys. And tip number 3 is a good one, so you guys do not want to miss out on this video. The first thing, of course, you guys already guessed it, we know, is customer service. Customer service down here is very poor. So whenever I go somewhere and I get good customer service, I let the person know, like, hey, your customer service is good. And sometimes, depending on the type of service they're providing, I will tip them too. But I make sure for sure, I make sure that I let them know that I'm grateful of their customer service and their customer service is great. In Jamaica, a lot of the people, and it's, unfortunately, a lot of it is women. I don't know what their problem is, but it's like they're uninterested in their job. I've seen roles where you're supposed to upsell customers and like the employees just don't care to do it. I don't know. And then there's a huge phone problem down here. When people are on the job working at customer service, front area, front desk, anything, they're on their phones. They don't greet you. They don't stand up when they're greeting you. You're asking them something. They're uninterested. And of course, they're very rude. They're dismissive. And unfortunately, the reason for this is because the managers like that, the company policies don't care to enforce good customer service, and the supervisors are crap too. So I did a video on my channel on me working in my experience working in Jamaica, and I got paid like $100 a week as a manager. I think maybe I was getting scammed, I don't know, but you guys can go watch that video. It's a good video. It's a long video because I go into everything. I go into reasons why customer service is bad in Jamaica based on my experience working at that place, the employees I had to manage. Oh my gosh, I talk about everything and my paycheck. So that's a good video, and I want you guys to go watch it. Listen, I've been living here full-time for 5 years, but I've been coming back and forth in Jamaica for my whole life, okay? So it just doesn't change. It's not getting any better. And just think about customer service in every aspect. It's just not that good. And honestly, some people are okay with it down here, and there's a lot of people who aren't, to be honest. So that's one thing I will not get used to, okay? I'm gonna understand. All right, so the next thing I will not get used to down here, I don't care if I live here till I'm old and gray, duty fees. I cannot. I don't know any politician. Now, see, if I was gonna be the politician in Jamaica, I would literally run my campaign on a lot of things. It would be duty fees, it would be healthcare down here, it would be education, it would be minimum wage, it'll be income. There's a lot of things I would actually focus on to try and get that voted. But unfortunately, duty fees is not something on these people's list. So I hate it because I think it's $100 minimum threshold we have to buy things online to ship to Jamaica, $100 USD. Anything above it, we're subjected to duty fees. It's annoying because sometimes you'll buy your product and then in Jamaica, they'll come and charge you the same exact price you paid for it or even more than it. And it's very frustrating because you're literally paying over and over and over again. Yes, we're thankful because I do remember the day and times in Jamaica where we'd even have shipping couriers. So I still am grateful. We all remember those times when we didn't have shipping couriers at all. We had to wait until someone came from foreign to bring the stuff down to us, or until we went up to go shopping and bring it back down. So I'm still grateful, but man, some of these shipping companies, you guys have to agree with me on this. Some of these fees are absolutely disgusting, and these shipping companies, they used to be really slow. A lot of them now are picking up their pace where you're getting your packages much more faster, even within 1 week. So I am not really too complaining, but the duty fees, I'm sorry, it's so annoying knowing that you paid money to buy an item and then you have to come back again and pay to get your item. God, what if it was your last buying the item? You're just gonna have to make the shipping company hold it till you get to look money, and then you go clear it. But I will not ever get used to it. You guys have to let me know. What do you guys think? Do you guys get used to it? Do you guys like it? I'm still grateful, but you guys have to let me know. What are some things you get annoyed of? You cannot get used to in Jamaica. I want to read your guys' comments in the comment section because you guys know I read all your guys' comments and I respond. But I need to know, what are some things that you can't get used to? I gotta be the older one, and I don't want to hear any of you guys talking about, oh, you're just complaining, no one's complaining. I'm just sharing with you guys my life down here. I'm sharing with you guys my experiences, and even for people who are interested in moving back, even if it's for 6 months, a year, or what they're expecting, these are some things, okay? Another thing I cannot get used to in this beautiful island, is the nurses down here. It will be very rare for you to get a nice nurse, meet a nice nurse. Now, I feel like in Jamaica, they really focus on nurses getting a certain average to graduate to become a nurse. They're passing their clinicals for them to become a nurse, but they need to also work on in nursing school, like customer service, being personable, providing holistic care to patients, because they don't have that. They talk to you like you are their friend. They're rude. If you don't want, they'll say something like, oh, if you don't want that, then we can't help you. Like, why aren't there options for patients to choose from? It's either their way or the highway, and I don't like that. It's really annoying. And it's mainly the nurses. The doctors, yeah, I haven't really found a doctor that's rude, but there are some doctors from story times and stories that I've heard from people that are disgusting too. But the nurses are horrible. If you don't let them do this, then your baby's gonna die. And they tell you, brawling in Jamaica, the nurses will tell you that if you don't listen to them, your baby's gonna die. Like, while you're in labor, while you're pushing. There's stories for days. Go on TikTok, search up some story times of women and their experiences with nurses. I've had some horrible experiences down here with nurses as well. They're just rude, and like they have no like friendliness. They don't have no care in them. This is the majority, not all, but the majority. And I don't want to hear people say go to private care to get better service. No, it doesn't matter if it's private or public. Like, they need a whole overhaul and reality check. Some of them complain saying that they don't get a break. I mean, you know what you signed up when you were doing your practicum, you were doing your clinicals. Like, you know you're on your feet a lot. I feel like down here a lot of the nurses are just nurses just to say, oh, I'm a nurse, I'm a doctor, I'm a teacher. Like, they don't genuinely care about their job. Like, you guys have to let me know, am I the only one? I can't get used to it. Anywhere I go, they're just so rude. Sometimes they're working the front desk, sometimes they're working alongside a doctor in a clinic or a private doctor's office, and it's just the same dirty attitude. They act like they're low on iron, they act like they're tired, they act like they don't want to do their job. They're rude, they sleep on the job. When patients are calling nurse, they're getting annoyed that they have all right, next is slowness. SLOW. You will not get used to how slow they are in this country, that sometimes you have to cuss them off. Hey boy, you don't know something off somewhere. Like, it's so slow down here that they feel like, hello, I'm doing errands today. I can't just stay at your place alone. It doesn't matter what you do or where you go. It is slow. You go to the ATM machines to pull out money or deposit money. I don't know. I don't even deposit my money at the machines. I go into the bank and I make the bank tellers deposit it for me, because I'm not holding up an ATM line. And it depends on the time. If it's like way late at night and I'm depositing money, obviously it's different because you're not holding up people. But it's just so slow. People are at the machine slow. You go to the gas station, they're slow. You go to anywhere in this country, they're slow. The only fastest place I can say is fast in Jamaica is when the people them are selling on the street. You get the fastest service in Jamaica from them, and you get a good customer service from the people them hustling because they want to make the sale. And yeah, and juicy beef, you get really good customer service. That too, it's a random place, but I don't know if like customer service is like ingrained in their brand, but you get good customer service from them, that's for sure. So you guys have to let me know, do you guys have any experiences in Jamaica where everything's slow? If you go to the courthouse, you go to the police and you want to file a case, sue somebody, but it's just so slow. Police officers, some of them don't even like doing their job. God bless Jamaica. God, I ask that you put your hand on this country and these people who never want to do their job, but then they complain about not getting a lot of money. And when they do get an increase, they still have their dirty, stinking attitude. They take on innocent people who are spending their money at their establishment. Dear God, just touch the people of Jamaica. Unless it's mix up or about man or gal, they don't have no interest in it. Dear God, I don't understand. I just don't understand. Touch them. Anyways, next thing, men begging. They're so annoying. Goodbye. They're so annoying. Like, there's a culture down here where like if a man wants to chat to you and he'll see you, and say if you're just like in a store and you're buying things, you're like, buy me something now, beg you something now. The other day a man did that to me. I turned to him, I said, dirty stinking boy, every time una see woman and you guys are looking woman, una love chat about how buy me something now, beg. None of them ever said, let me buy you something, let me pay for your cart, let me pay for the things them in your basket. They never offer to pay for the things them, but they're so quick for beg. Now they're so annoying. Run from guys like that too. I know sometimes they're just trying to do that to break the ice and they're trying to be friendly. I understand. It just depends on what mood I'm in, but I'm getting frustrated now because we're in a recession, or we're going into a recession, and I never heard at least one man say, oh, let me pay for your groceries, and then they try and, all they want to beg you something up, buy me something up. They're so annoying. Sorry, I just cannot get used to it. Anyways, I want you guys to comment down below some things you cannot get used to in Jamaica. No matter how many, you've been coming here for all 30 years and you still can't get used to. You guys been coming here year after year and you still cannot get used to. Let me know. I want to hear your guys' thoughts and comment down below. And I'm going to link some other ones I've done similar to this video, like my habits I picked up being in Jamaica. Yeah. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Au revoir.